Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ark. The great noon. I am alone. The sun stands still overhead. High noon. No shadows. I am alone with my heartbeat. Man is an animal. I know it in my blood and in my loins. I bellow into the expanse before me. I laugh red. My laughter spills over the sun-washed plain. But as I laugh, my laughter grows thin. Its wings beat the dry air, flutter, and fall. My laughter's echo hits the rock with an empty clatter. The sun sinks now towards the sea of night. It goes there to sleep. Its weight stretches my shadow long and thin over the cracked earth. Its weight is the weight of a god, the greatest weight. All the red has turned to blue and black. My shadow bounds towards the orange horizon, hopping over rocks and crevices. I am pulled after it. I run until my feet are bloody. I stumble and fall to my knees. Now all is shadow. My hands shake like startled spiders. My white eyes tremble in their sockets. The voice of night now rushes all about me, both a whisper and a shout. There is also God in man. I am alone. No life can be found in this desert of night. And for many miles before me, no life. Only rock, dust, and moonlight. I am alone. My shadow has fled. It hides under the nearby rocks, glinting black like a scorpion. I am alone. I am lost in the void between animal and God, my shadow a tightrope which I cannot walk. Man, there is no such thing. Man is a process. Man is a great digestion. He has digested the animal in him, but can he stomach a god? I am a wanderer, I confess, to my spider hands. I have too long been away from home. Too long, too long, too long. Too weary am I, weary, weary, weary. Even gods must rest after long days' work. A whole day God slumbered after creating man. For how long must I slumber and dream of creating a god? Do I dare follow the sun into the sea of night? The sea of night. O sea of night, black as the bile which pooled in Queen Gertrude's speckled heart. Do I dare step foot on your velvet breast? The air is icy, but in my belly there is fire. Do I dare test my fire against your dark expanse? Solemnly I speak into the starry sea. There lies a great fish, waiting to swallow me up. Each night it swallows the sun, and each morning belches it out again onto the yellow shores of the east. I, like the fish, am a bellower and a belcher, but my nostrils' steam creates no clouds of wisdom. The rain from the great fish's steam clouds water all the forests and rivers of the earth, and give them life. The clouds from my mouth fail even to breathe life into my stiff hands. I, like the fish, bear a great weight, but my weight does not turn the wheel of the heavens round. My great weight is blubber, barnacles, and blue flesh, soggy with heavy spirit. My great weight is the world, and the world is weary of my back. I, like the fish, have fire in my belly, but my belly's fire is no roaring furnace of the earth. It is but a hot longing for distant shores. It is but a dance of old tunes and an offering burnt to old gods. Then myself whispers to myself, I wish to be like the great fish. He has the stomach for digesting gods, and when he bellows, a god leaps forth from his tongue of fire. Now I put my heart to wishing, that I might have the stomach to swallow a sun, that when I speak, a god dances from my lips, that I might die and live again each day and each year, that my will be eternally tested against the darkest nights, and my spirit be eternally exalted by the brightest noon, that I might sing at the break of day, laugh at the noontide, and weep at the setting of the sun, that I might live life as on an eternal wheel, so that life might be a carnival and a celebration. So far, only God has known that spirit is fire and blood, and that cruelty, pain, and indifference is God's best love. All other love is mockery. And with this secret knowledge held tight between my chattering teeth, I fall face first into the belly of the deep. The belly of the deep. Who would think that the belly of the deep is bright with the light of a molten star? In the belly of the deep I stared into the flaming sun, and there I found the face of an ancient god. He spoke to me with gilded words, his eyes fast shut.
Who is it that disturbs my slumber? Pursued all day by the heavenly bodies, here I seek respite each night, where I know they cannot follow. The frothing sea-water washes their divine hymns from my ears, and the hot steam gently closes over my all-seeing eyes. For even gods must rest after long days' work. So why do you, little candle flame, disturb me in my abyssal sanctuary?
I have chased my shadow to the ends of the earth. I have wandered on the ice where the three traitors are slow digested in the dark. There I hoped to find a morning star, glowing like an ember in the ash of a forgotten fire. But I found only Socrates, picking at his toenails and counting pebbles. Life is an illness and death its cure, he said to me. I judged that if Satan had a fourth mouth, surely he deserved it. So, sick with knowledge and longing to pluck at the fruits of life, I followed my shadow into the belly of the deep, hoping to find a new dawn on distant shores, and a new paradise.
The road to paradise is paved with fire, and at Eden's gate stands a flaming sword. Those who seek new life must first walk through the sun, but such a journey requires a great sacrifice and great pain. At the inferno's mouth, travelers give up their hope to the flames. What have you to give me?
I have nothing. All I have is the flesh on my bones and the anguish in my eyes. I gave all I had to the sea. All I had was books and dreams. In water, books melt and dreams drown. So I offer you my anguished flesh, for it is all I have. With terror-wide eyes and gnashing teeth, I stepped into the sun and felt the flesh melting from my bones like wax from Icarus's wings. In my agony, I consoled myself that where Icarus's wings failed him, Dante took up his poet's wings, all to show that on the other side of the inferno lies paradise. And as I fell into the face of the sun, and gold and yellow turned to white, I thought that if only Icarus's daring had not fled him like his feathers, and he had pushed recklessly onward through the sun, he would have found paradise on the other side, and a new daybreak. Daybreak. All is white before me. It is the pure white of heaven, of nihilism. Now I embark on a journey whose end I do not know. The smell of ocean spray touches me out of the white. The gray sea stretches before me. I am alone on the cool sand. The rush of the ocean and the chatter of gulls washes over my fresh ears. I am waiting for the sun. All gods are dead. Now the world is born anew. Now man lives for man's sake. Now man loves for love's sake. Now the white fog lifts from man's senses, and he sees things at last as they are, infinite, eternal. Now man sloughs off the rotten skin of utopian ends. Now he sinks his poisoned daggers into all ideals. Now man at last loves the snake in his heart. Now man eats of the fruit of life with clear conscience. Dawn spills over the gray waves, turning them pink. Daybreak. The smooth wood and crumbling stone of ancient idols stand sunken in the sand and surf. I stand above them, bathed in gold. Their shadows fall at my feet. So much lies beneath me, so much behind, yet how much life there is still for us to drink. Once man said God when he looked upon distant seas. Now I stand upon distant shores, where even God's shadow cannot reach. Now I look to the newly blue sky and say yes to all life and to all experience. Now I cast my dreams like a fishing line across the sea. What strange creatures will I drag from the depths with my silver lure? Now I stretch taut my will and aim for the stars. On what distant planets will fall my silver arrows? Shining One, God of light and laughter, the life-haters lie about you. Their resentment creeps across the flowered fields like a plague. Lies fall from their cold lips and purple tongues like gobs of lead, poisoning the pure springs. They say you are a somber god. They say you traverse the heavens because you hate the earth, and that your walk is a solemn pilgrimage. I laugh at the lies of the life-haters, because I know that it is only their leaden spirits which you hate. It is in the deep that I first met you. You know the deep. You love the deep. For out of the deep comes the highest. And you hate those who slander the deep. For those who hate the deep hate also the highest. I laugh at the lies of the life-haters, because I know that you are a dancing god. I see you dance across the heavens each day, and the light of your laughter dances on the green summer leaves. You laugh at those heavy spirits who wander the gray wasteland between life and death, hating the heights, hating the depths, hating all extremes, denouncing pain and rebuking joy. And I laugh with you. We free spirits, we alone know that the sun is a dancing god, and we laugh to know. And in our laughter there is much life and much love, love even for the deep. But in this I am alone, and for a while longer I will remain alone, but I will wait for you, Shining One. I will wait for you on this lonely beach, and soon others will join me. I see their laughter trembling and shimmering on the horizon, and together we will leap and laugh and love as we wait for the coming of the dancing god.